you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
With the eyes of the world watching, it's time for the biggest event of the year, as we're proud to welcome you to the Super Bowl. Tonight, with a hallowed Lombardi trophy in the building, it's a battle to raise it at midfield between the Minnesota Vikings and the Houston Texans. The Lombardi trophy waiting in the wings tonight. Kate Scott and Brock Heward here, and the narrative we are all focusing on this evening, partner. In the franchise's first ever appearance here, can they win it all?
And we're focusing on it. The country's focused on it. Everybody on the outside is focused on it. But here's the deal, Kate. If they're going to get it done, they've got to play light, not tight. And that is so much easier said than done on this stage. Well, that's the case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks it with a really long field ahead.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Let's start on the ground here. Tracy dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They send Diggs in motion right. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Oh, he nearly starts the game off with a pick. Just couldn't hang on to it. Good defensive play, though, regardless. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Jones now on 3rd down. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. And partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right, and I know it's very, very early, obviously the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
And they bring him down to put a stop to that return.
At their own 46-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hawk 7, Viking 18.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Finds a seam. Left side is off to the races. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel good for this offense.
That one right down the middle. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
On the handoff, this is Tracy. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. On 1st down, Jones has him on the quick hitter. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. The rookie out of Colorado, the one to bring him down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Working from the gun, here's Jones. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's third down.
Third down, Jones to throw. Completes it downfield to Pearsall. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. From the gun, a give to Gainwell. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't. He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Throw here, third down. Gonna set up the screen. It's Diggs. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal.
That's a 3-yard line.
Tracy. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now it's second and goal from the 1.
Here we go, set.
And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings trim the lead to 1. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Chooses to bring this one out. Man, you've got to have a better plan if you bring it out of the end zone. He barely got anything on that run back.
Well, that's the case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks it with a really long field ahead.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Out of the gun, it's Milton. This is going to fall down the whole way to the turf. Incomplete. He was searching for Kyle Williams that time. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Shotgun snap here to Milton. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't get it to Marvin Harrison Jr. there. So they're left facing third and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Pat the 60. Pat the 60. Let's go.
Milton now on third down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that third down stop.
And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. On the shotgun, it's Jones. Completes a Diggs out left. And he doesn't get the chance to add on to that play, but this still has him across the midfield stripe all the way down to the opposing 42. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Throwing here, Jones. To the left and wheeled in by Ferguson. And they bring him down around the 34. So Super Bowl 60, a quarter of the way done. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. More from Santa Clara coming up. Enough waiting, we're back, and it's time to resume play here in Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. Third down, Tracy gets it. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Completed over the middle. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Right side and into the hands of Douglas. And he gets this forward to the 19. Pick up a 5 on that play. And the Vikings are going to have a first down. Option play. They're going to give it to Tracy. Offense wins zone read, but what a read by the defense. They blow it up for a loss of 4.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Jones looking to throw. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
So the grounding backs him up and wipes away second down. A very tough third down play here. Here he goes, third and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw. A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all this concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And not liking what it looked like ahead of him there, Brock. So he's going to take a knee, and this is going to come out to the 35-yard line. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Milton. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Looking for Sam Laporta with that one. So second down coming up.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
This is Walker on second. Now that's not what the offense styled up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down.
Okay, break. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Here we go, here we go. 60.
Third and long for him here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Fred McDuffie in to pick it off. Well, partner, you know this one firsthand. Getting them behind the sticks really limited what the call could be on the offensive side, and no doubt helped set up that INT.
Unfortunately, I sure do. And when you're in these situations, you got to have self-talk. You really do as a quarterback. You got to tell yourself, third and long, extra long like this, protect the football. Protect the football. A punt is okay. Quarterback extra aggressive in the defense, well, they did exactly what they wanted to do. They took it from them.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it's going to be second down. Working now from the gun. That's complete to Diggs on the slant. And this is down all the way to the 3. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a first and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
Let's go now. Viking 18.
From the red zone now. And this finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings make it a 10-point ball game.
17, Texans 7.
Fox now to kick this one away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard line.
Texans to the line. First and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. So when we come back, Brock, it's going to be 2nd and 8. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Super Bowl 60 and Santa Clara in just a moment. Throwing now, Milton. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. Now touching down a couple of yards away from that marker.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular. When the back ended up being the target, we were able to keep them short of the sticks.
5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
First down. First and 10.
To throw, Milton. It's complete, Kyle Williams. And he's taken down at the 30. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, Viking 18, 18, rush, no.
Milton. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Go now. Bronco lead. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
From the red zone on first. too much on that, and it sails through the end zone incomplete.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Get it. Ready,
Walker now from the gun. And a productive run there on second down. That's a gain of 6. Minnesota spends its second time out here. Leading 4 here on third down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive.
Ready. Ready.
Running with Walker again. He stopped just before he can move those chains. That brings up 4th and short. Now the Vikings use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Ready.
Quite the brave call they're making in this situation, Brock. They're going for it on 4th.
Go.
Play fake. It's Milton. He's got it to the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans make it a one-score game before halftime. Here's Slide to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Texans cut it to a field goal game.
Texans 14.
Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. His return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Jones setting up the play action. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Mario Douglas the intended target. So it's 2nd down coming up. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Not an enviable spot as they come up 3rd and long.
Let's go. Ready, go. At the 60. At the 60. Go.
Working from the gun. Here's Jones. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it. Leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. The Vikings getting their punt team out. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. His work begins at the 31. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
60 Bobcat. Warriors 70.
Milton back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack.
Let's go. Ready.
Here's Milton. Hits his running back. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Final timeout called by the Texans. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Come on, come on. Set, 7 o'clock. 70, 3rd.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Quite the brave call they're making in this situation, Brock. They're going for it on 4th.
79 Broncos. Mustang, Panther 11. Panther 11. Unlock line.
They're looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. The defense seizing the opportunity. Great stop. They've got a turnover on downs, and they get their guys the ball in plus territory.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on fourth down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on fourth.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Jones. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Jack Fox set to kick off.
Final halftime adjustments of the season are out of the way. It's time to put them into action here. Quarter 3 of the Super Bowl is underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10.
Go.
The third quarter is going to start with a run by Walker. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Second down, Walker's going to get it again. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Vikings 46-yard line.
18, Viking, 18, Warriors, 70. Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Milton. Chased out to his right. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Milton now on 3rd down. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard. Well, apparently a little too long to run the field goal unit out. The offense staying put to go for it.
70, Timberwolves. 19, Tiger, 19.
He's back to throw. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced. Brock had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Hand off to Tracy. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
It's Tracy on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
They send Diggs in motion right. On 1st down, Jones setting up the screen. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Here's Jones. This one's out to Pearsall on the left side. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Jones now on third down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill. And the Texans take over as he records his 10th career INT.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigated on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles and he chewed up yardage in the open space. We'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. Into the hands of Harrison. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. And up to Walker from the gun. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Mustang 19. Get up.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose. You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Fielded at the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, so this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play call, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
3rd and long for him here. It's caught. Pearsall has it. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Hard to believe, but just 1 quarter left in our season. We're through 3 in Super Bowl 60. The Vikings, so close so many times, have the lead here late, and a first title in sight. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. From the gun, it's Tracy. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Jones on first down. Catch made underneath by the back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
From the shotgun, it's Jones. This is complete to Ferguson, out left. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there. And the Vikings are going to have a first down. We've set it downs for them from the 31. Looks like they're going option keeper on 1st and 10. And Jones slides down with enough to move those chains.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Here's Tracy on first down. And he's going to be stopped just a second away from a touchdown. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
They kick the running back in motion. To throw, here's Jones. Now he'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Back to throw it. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that forces them to 4th and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you've got a great chance to win. So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
He's going to field this at the 2. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a walker run. He surges ahead for 5. Make it 2nd down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Back to throw. Here's Milton. Risky throw. It's intercepted. And the Vikings get it back and are going to be set up at the 44.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Such a cool picture right there of shock and shed. So what these D tackles work on in the league, you got to shock that offensive blocker, you got to shed him, and you got to make that tackle for loss. Well done.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Vikings up by 6. Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. To the left and reeled in by Ferguson. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. It's a 29-yard gain. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
First down, Vikings.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. A stoppage now, and this is not an injury you want to see. This, Brock, could affect both sides of the football for them. That's Travis Hunter who's being tended to. They'll run it here. It's Todd Brooks. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down. Houston calls it second timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now. 6 yards to go here. It's third down. Handoff goes to Gainwell, running left. Really not developing as they had hoped. That's a loss of yardage, Brock. Fourth down coming up. It's one of the biggest moments of the game for Joshua Carty. From the left hash, about 31 yards out. Oh, he missed it! The pressure got to him on that short attempt. And they fail to make this a 2-score ball game.
And hope still remains in the building, Kate. Not a 2-score game. In fact, a make there, well, it could have been a death knell. But the miss, you just see it breathe some new life into the opposing sideline.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's first and 10. Now an inside give to Walker. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got second and 4. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
This one to Williams out left side. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially no timeouts for him. It's first down. He'll look to throw it. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And it's a touchdown in the final minute. He's in, and now an extra point will give him the lead and maybe the win.
There's a good chance he wasn't even looking when that ball was released, but the crowd, well, the crowd let him know exactly what was going on. He could feel the swell of excitement whenever they take a deep shot. It's only going to get louder now as they were able to connect.
All right, time for the kick that he has dreamt of his entire life.
Makes the score Texans 24, Vikings 23. Jody Sly set to kick off.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Here's a return from the 7. He's going well so far. And the work already half done thanks to that run back. They're taking over at midfield.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's first and 10. Setting up to pass. Sends it to Diggs along the sideline. And they get the first down. This also moves him into range, Brock, for a potential game-winning field goal.
That's a pro's pro right there. That is one heck of an experienced catch. He made sure to secure the ball, but he also knew exactly where the sideline was to get both feet down.
On first down, here comes Brooks. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be second down. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Here's a give inside to Gainwell. And a decent run gets about 4. It's going to be third down. All right, got a timeout here. Just 8 seconds remaining in our ball game.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
Every eye in this place now staring right at Joshua Carty. Ball spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out. That one is good! And barring the unexpected, that's going to be your game winner.
And in his moment for glory, Kate, he came through, nailing a kick that should make them champions. I have a feeling we're going to see that one on NFL films for decades.
This one winds up as a touchback, so they're going to have one final snap to work with.
Their own 20-yard line.
Texans to the line, 1st and 10.
60 Bobcat. 19 Tiger, 19, 18 Pioneer. Check smash, go.
Here he is to throw. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. And in their 5th try, the state of Minnesota can finally celebrate. The Vikings are Super Bowl champions. You think of all the seasons this franchise has gone through, Brock, the great teams they had that came up just a little bit short, the rebuilds that ushered in new, hopeful eras, all of those have led to this moment when they were finally able to claim their first Super Bowl title.
And you know what's so amazing about this mountaintop, Kate, is we're looking out on the field and the confetti and all the players and coaches and families, everyone in the building, and yet you and I know there's so many millions in their town that are just going crazy tonight, being a part of something they've never gotten to experience before.
To the podium, Commissioner Roger Goodell to award that Lombardi Trophy to the Minnesota Vikings, champions of Super Bowl 60. So for our entire crew here at EA Sports, for my partner Brock Heward and myself, that's going to do it on another fantastic NFL season. We cannot wait to catch you all again in the fall. I'm Kate Scott. Wherever and however you've been watching, please get home safe tonight, everybody. Good night from Santa Clara.